So Tia Mowry is asking, why does she get backlash when she calls herself a single mother? And I really love this conversation because it really does bother me.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jungle. Tia Mowry, as you guys know, divorced Corey Hardrick October 2022. And once this divorce happened, on the side at least of her, you know, there was some little sneak disses here, little jabs, you know, how that she needed to be in a situation that served her. And we've seen that play out over the last, I would say, almost 3 years. And so now Tia Mowry's went from a person that presented a family image, a wife, person who loves her kids, to now the new rebrand is, I'm a single mom just like you. All right. This is no different than somebody changing their content on YouTube because the new niche or genre is just paying a whole lot. That's kind of what we see. People just kind of grift the changes. And so one way that Tia Mowry could still be more marketable in her, you know, later years, you know, she's not with any TV shows anymore. Industry isn't checking for her, as she had to align with her audience, which is misery to a certain degree. Hey, listen, I'm just like you. This is why we should support each other. And I'm not saying all of them are miserable, but there are many people who are, and she kind of delves into that a lot. So we started seeing that. So then what Tia Mowry did last week, it was a few days ago, is she posted something because she's always calling herself a single mom. She posted this: why do I get backlash for calling myself a single mom? All right. And of course, it was a lot of people upset with Tia Mowry. And these are the arguments.
Tia Mowry recently posted on Instagram, why is she getting backlash for calling herself a single mom? She went on and posted a slideshow about what being a single mom means for her. So she talks about how being a single mom doesn't always mean a mom who's doing it completely by herself with no help from the dad. And she talks about how for her and her household, she is single. She's holding down the fort, so to speak, every day by herself because the dad is not present every day. So even if they have a schedule where he takes the kids, it's still not the day-to-day, the homework, the dinners, the etc. Which is why she will label herself a single mom. Some people wouldn't consider that a single mom. Some people would say that they are a mom that is single, but a single mom is often seen as a mom who has no help. You know, dad's not there at all. Dad's not helping at all.
So in this one, basically she's saying, hey, listen, you know, Tia Mowry is not really a single mom because, you know, hey, she gets a little bit of help, right? And now, but this is the best clip.
For me, single moms are mothers of children where the fathers are not present. If you are co-parenting with your ex-husband, you separated from your husband, but the father is very much in the picture, you are not a single mom. You might be a mother who does not have a partner, so you're technically a mother who is single, but baby, you're not a single mom, and you a co-parent. And that's what I feel. I feel like she gets the backlash because she calls herself a single mother when Corey is helping, from as far as we know, he's helping taking care of the kids as well. You're not a single mother. Single mothers are made by absent fathers, okay? And if the father is in the home, you're not a single mom. And so I always wonder, like, you will see women on here, and I think it just takes too much energy. Like, yeah, I'm a single mom. The kids' dads take them. You're not a single mother. Is the daddy taking care of them? You're not a single mama. You're a co-parent. Let me know what y'all think. But I don't understand conflating the two. I don't understand saying that a single mom is the same thing as a mom who is single.
So in this one, and I think this lady's actually a single mom herself, because she's like, look, you are not like us.
They not like us.
A lot of ladies in the community, especially a lot of the ladies that Tia Mowry is trying to market herself to, the issue with that is she is not identifiable. Number one, Tia Mowry is trying really hard to identify with them. Like, look at this. Black women deserve better. This is my endometriosis story. Okay, so she's trying so hard to identify with the black female struggle and things like that. But the problem is, just like this person is saying, Tia Mowry, you have help, all right? Like, some of us don't have no father in our life. Like, our kid's dad is not even there. You're co-parenting. And then the guy you're co-parenting with just signed a $30 million deal with Tyler Perry for some new movie. So you're conflating the two as if you're like us, and you're not like us. And why is she not like us?
My last relationship when dating was, when I was
dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved. And I was saying how I feel like that's no longer, present, meaning like people just don't court each other anymore. And this person was like, well, that's old news. Like people just don't do that anymore.
The reason why Tia Mowry is not like us,
They not like us.
tell Kendrick Lamar, is because you had a husband. You left him because you felt like it. All right. You felt like leaving a husband. I just don't I don't understand how. All right. This is a good man. You just admitted that he was great. He courted you and no other guy treats you like him. So now you want to identify with us when, hey, some of these ladies, no disrespect, might not even know who their baby daddy is. Never been married, never been rich. And so what people are starting to look at it is it's like a scam. Like, why do you want to market misery every day? You're not like me. Let me just tell you this. You guys know I live on the continent of Africa. So I was dating this lady. I just enrolled her in Clapperthon Tech. After enrolling her in Clapperthon Technical University, I think it was either before or after, we went to a nice hotel to go get something to eat. And I was happened to be there with another friend of mine from the diaspora. And he had his girl, I was with my girl. And we both black. He's just more fair skinned. But she says, but O'Shea, you're white. I said, what? No, I'm not white. Like, my ancestors come from the African slave trade. I'm black. No, you're not black. Yeah, you're darker than me, but you are not like us. And she wasn't trying to mean it in a disrespectful tone. Not because I don't get mistreated for being in Uganda. That's not what she's trying to say. She's saying that you don't have our problems. You don't identify with the same struggles that we are. So when you call yourself Africans and you say it like we're saying it, that means you need to go through the things that we've went through. And clearly you didn't. Because even if you're struggling, you have an American passport. You use an American Express card. Okay. They don't even have PayPal in Uganda. You have PayPal. All right. You may not have to wait in line at the bank like us. Like, so, your passport allows you to go everywhere. So when you're talking about you're like me, like, no, yeah, you're black. I get it. But the same thing, you choose to be here. You can always go back home. And so when the women are looking at Tia Mowry, like, oh, you want to like sell us a sad story? Like, we wish we were you. All right. Do you know how many women secretly are like on Tia Mowry's page? Like, yeah, girl, go ahead, girl. That makes sense, girl. And they're like, I wish my kid's father was like that. Now, maybe before having a kid, they didn't know how important having a kid was. But yeah, and your baby, they live down the street and y'all might be still seeing each other on the low. Like, you're not like these ladies, Tia Mowry. You're not a single mom. In the way that black women in the hood have to become single moms and go through it and struggle. You're not like them, but it's valuable. You make money off of this. You get brand deals. You increase your engagement. So because Tia Mowry doesn't have good content, like Tia Mowry, a lot of influencers today, let me explain the game. A lot of influencers in today's world are being forced to be individual brands that relate to audiences. And so what happens now is if you come out of Hollywood or you were in Hollywood and Hollywood no longer is interesting for you or you're not interesting for it, well, now you have to be the person that keeps your audience engaged. And nobody knows what like keeping an audience engaged for 10 years is like, how hard it is, like a YouTuber. All right. Somebody like me who started in 2015 and yeah, I'm not as good as I was maybe 2022. But I will tell you, you have to think about ways to keep people's attention. When you're a celebrity, you don't know how to do that because you've been famous all of your life and then the door just kind of slams shut on you. And so now you don't have that. So if you're from the reality of the dating show world, the gig world, and now you have to be an individual content creator, it will be hard for you at age 40 something with all of your life. That's why you don't see a bunch of celebrities on Instagram. They don't understand how to be relevant. Some of the guys now are coming into the podcast game because they're figuring it out. But Tia Mowry, it's too much work for her. So I got to identify with the pain of these women and hope that I can trick them because you're half black, half white. Your parents were rich. You grew up rich. You grew up privileged. You always had money. But the thing is, the most of your fans are not like you. When you're in Hollywood, you don't have to impress the majority of the fans until afterwards, right? But now when you're on Instagram, everybody's a fan and has the opportunity to buy whatever product you're promoting or watch your show. And if you're not talking about Corey Hardrick, or if you're not, breeding into the victimhood of femininity in black women, you can't maintain your stuff. So you have to try to pretend to be like them. And the reality is you're not, and they know it. It's just like the black boule in the black community. trying to identify with us, having the same issues as us, and you went to Harvard, you went to Columbia, you went to Yale, and you don't understand the problems of the Black community because simply you've never experienced them like that. It's the same thing here. And that's why the fans are like, whoa, wait a minute, Tia. Do you know what it's like to have 2 or 3 jobs? Can't afford milk? Your lights be cut off? Be down bad? Like you get to have a personal trainer. Do you know what it's like to gain weight and you can't get it off because you have to go work? And the kid's dad won't come see the kid. You don't know what that's like. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy L.J. Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Future for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.